Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews, and today we're checking out a 1985 Bertram 42 Convertible. These boats have got a high following and are fast becoming a modern classic, and the beauty of this one is it's offered for sale at less than 10% of a replacement cost. They are built like tanks. You can use this for offshore cruising, offshore fishing, or a combination of both. And although this one shows areas where it could require a little TLC or upgrading if you prefer, she definitely has the backbones for offering a great quality boat for the money. She measures in at just over 42 feet in length with a beam of just under 15 feet. Whenever you step on board, the first thing that I noticed is she doesn't move. She's got a dry weight of almost 40,000 pounds. There's multiple ways to get on board, and it's easy to do because you get that handhold along the top, and then you'll notice the guardrails on the outside, so you always feel safe and secure. And the bow pulpit, that's all brand new as well. Plenty of room on the deck if you wanted to lay out, or if you wanted to, you could come up here and do a spot of fishing as well. But you've also got easy access to the bow lines. And then this one's got the electric windlass, and there's 2 anchors on board. And I'll show you the anchor locker from the inside as well. And then you'll pan around, you see that they've got these vents on top of the hatches to get some fresh air in there. And there is actually canopy cover that goes right across these windows, so that way you can protect everything on the inside as well. But I removed that for the benefit of the video, especially since this is an undercover storage as well. And although they're not included in the video, there is also outriggers included in the sale with this boat. They're currently in storage. As I make my way back to the aft deck, you can tell this one's definitely been designed with fishing in mind. But there's plenty of space where you can fight the fish without fighting anybody on board. And there's a lot of fish rod holders, as well as some up on the flybridge as well. You can store your rods underneath. They've also got them on the gunnels. And then as you look along the transom, you'll see that bait in the middle. And then you get the fighting chair. And then we've got the bait station to port. And we've got a deep chest freezer to starboard. If I show you that in more detail, you can pop this open and you can see the bait station in here. And you've also got that water system in there. There's storage underneath to port, and then to starboard, that's a refrigeration unit as well. So you've got a good setup out here for everything you need, regardless of what type of inshore or offshore fishing you're chasing. And if I clear this out the way and I lift it up, you'll see that we've got a deep chest freezer in here. So this is going to double up. You can use this if you're into fishing. A good way to keep some of your fish that you catch, or if you wanted to take something out as bait. But you can also use this if you're into cruising as well. And there's multiple storage access points on the deck, as well as access to things like your rudder and steering gear. If I lift this one up in the center, you see you get access to the different valves. That way you can service and maintain them. And these do secure down and lock into place, so that way you don't need to worry about them popping off while the boat's underway, because this one is designed for offshore use, but she's also got a good bit of power to her. She's twin 475 horsepower. But if I open this one up, not only do you have access to your steering gear, but you're going to find that this one has got a Kohler 8.5 kilowatt generator. This was replaced in 2020. It's in a sound box with low hours. It's very quiet and smooth when it's running. So you've got a great setup out here. And then there's no lower helm, you've only got the flybridge. And when I come up here, this one has got a great vantage point, because not only can you see whenever you're doing your close quarter maneuvering, but you've also got that protection overhead from the canopy, and then you can see over the aft deck too. Get your electronics up overhead, as well as a full bank of engine instrumentation, including the fuel gauges. And speaking of fuel, she's got almost 500 gallons of fuel, 150 gallons of fresh water. That'll give you a range of around 400 miles at cruising, and she's got a max speed of 23 knots. And the 4-lever throttle system and that large wheel means you'll always be in control. And I like how much room there is overhead for the electronics. You can keep what's here, or if you ever wanted to, you could upgrade them as well. Initially, we've got the Garmin. This is the 3006C GPS map. Depth alarm overhead. Moving along, you've then got the multifunction display. You got your fish finder, you got your VHF radio, and you've always got handholds in place that you always feel safe and secure when you're on board. And then from up here, you can see where the outriggers would be, but you can also see we've got that clear view over the aft deck, so you can always keep the stern of the boat on the fish. Moving forward, we've also got a seating area in front of the helm, so you can bring your family and friends up here. And there's quite a large window that's on that visor, and that's also brand new and recently installed. And as I move back, you can see those rocket launch style rod holders along here. Everything you need for a weekend out at sea. And as I mentioned, the outriggers have been removed right now and they're currently in storage, but they're RIP 30-foot outriggers, and there's also a centre rigger included too. And then if we head back downstairs, I was really impressed with the interior layout for this one, especially for a boat of this size, because normally when you've got the large aft cockpit, you don't have much in the way of accommodation in the inside. But when you step in here, you've got great headroom. I love the amount of visibility you get from all those windows. Look at how bright it is in here, and she's in undercover storage. Rod holders overhead, but you've also got that handhold down the middle, again making you safe and secure. Got an ice box over here, whether that's for fishing or for drinks and refreshments, it's always close at hand. Storage along the side wall. Plenty of seating in here to relax and enjoy yourself. There's a TV and entertainment centre at the front. And then that settee area, that actually converts out and becomes a double berth. And a lot of the windows in here, they actually open, so as much as this is fully air conditioned, you can open it up if you ever want some fresh air in here too. And I like how much storage options we have in this boat. Storage is always a premium, but it definitely feels like you get plenty of options here regardless of how long you're planning on being out at sea. And as I was filming, I noticed this little step, and I come to find out that the previous owner actually converted the area in front of here where there's an extra berth. And as I said, there's wraparound covers on the outside, so that way you wouldn't need to worry about any of the heat of the sun or anything like that, but you'd also get privacy. Then you've got your galley down below to starboard. This is well equipped again for a boat of this size, plenty of storage, and it's pretty secure storage as well. You'll notice that the bottles aren't going to fall out. You've got these sliding doors in front of them as well. You got your microwave, you got good countertop space, but if I move this out, you'll see that there's actually storage in the counter as well. This is good for dry goods. You can put different bottles, cans, things like that in here. Stainless steel sink. And then you've got your 3-burner electric stovetop. And this has got the electric oven down below. And then we've also got the full height fridge freezer. And then opposite, I like the fact that there's this pantry area. Again, you could put dry goods, canned goods, things like that in here. So move forward to get a better view of that fridge freezer. And then the layout that we have for this one is she's going to have 2 cabins and she's got 1 head compartment. So to begin with, we've got this double cabin in here. TV mounted on the bulkhead. You got opening portholes for light and ventilation. There's a lot of storage drawers below the bed, but you've also got the hanging locker space too. Good headroom in here. I'm 6'2". I didn't have any issues at all. And then you can see down here, those are the drawers that I was referencing earlier. There's 6 of them in total. And you've got a way of accessing the head compartment from this cabin. But before that, you've got this hanging locker space with a shelf up overhead. Those are the AC controls as well as dimmer switch, making sure everybody's comfortable on board. So there's only 1 head compartment on board, but you can access it from the main passageway or you can access it from this cabin, so you do have that privacy or the ease of access. I quite like that setup. And then in here you do have the electric toilet. You've got the sink, you've got the countertop up there, plenty of space for your toiletries and personal belongings. And then you've got a large shower compartment. That shower's got the seat molded into it. And even in the shower there's plenty of headroom and plenty of room to manoeuvre. So there's no reason why you couldn't enjoy a shower on board. And then you do have the opening hatch overhead, and that way you get extra ventilation coming through. So well thought out and well laid out boat. And then moving back into the main passageway, opposite is another storage area which has got plenty of shelves in it. You can use for pantry, but you can use for storage in general. You can see this current owner's got different tools in here as well. And then you've got the V berth on the bow. And this one's got opening portholes to both port and starboard on the side hull. You've got the large hatch overhead. It's a little dark in here because of the undercover storage. But you've also got access to the anchor locker up on the bow. And then there's multiple storage options below this berth too. I quite like those little nets as well. It's a good use of space when you're on board. You've got that little step to get up onto the bed too. And as I mentioned, there's 2 anchors on board, but you've also got access in here if you ever needed to service or repair the windlass itself. And then finally in this cabin, you've got the full height hanging locker space. You've got the air conditioning vent, so that way it stays nice and fresh in here, but you've also got shelves in here too. And then I'll take you back up to the saloon because that's where you're going to find the engines on board. And the port engine's been completely rebuilt in 2023. The starboard has partially rebuilt in 2024. The turbos were replaced in 2023. And these are twin Detroit diesel. They're 6V92TA engines, and it produces 950 horsepower complete. So the port engine's got 699 hours on the clock, and the starboard engine's sitting at just under 2,000 hours on the clock. And I like the fact that you've got different gauges down here. That way if you're doing any servicing or any maintenance, you don't have to worry about running up to the flybridge to check all the engine controls up there. And there's multiple hatches that you can remove to access down here, so that way you get better room to maneuver, but you also get more light. But for the benefit of this video, I just opened one of the hatches and then came down here to show you what was all involved. At the time of shooting this video, she was up for sale in Jacksonville, Florida with my good friends at Huckins Yacht Sales. I'd like to thank Huckins for allowing me the opportunity to come on board and check this one out. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. You can leave a comment down below, and I'll leave a link to the Yacht World listing in the description as well. And I'll look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.